Hello everyone, welcome back to the next tutorial. In this tutorial we will see how to fill data in different text fields and submit form by clicking on button. We saw in previous tutorial that how can we locate element by ID, name and class name. So we will use any of these three to interact with form fields. I'm gonna use Google form to fill data and then submit it. So let's get started. I have already created a class named as submit Google form. So adding class name here, submit Google form. It's time to initialize driver. For this, first import WebDriver from Selenium, import WebDriver. Now create function. Let's name it as run test. Now initialize the driver here. Chrome. As you remember, we need to add Chrome driver path here for Chrome browser. So let's add it. And paste the path here, this one. I have already told you in previous tutorials that where it exists. So find the location path and add it here. Now add a variable here and add URL which you want to open. Get this one, it's a Google form URL. Let's add another function named as enter and submit form data. Go to the Google form here and you can see first field is name field. So let's add code for it. First add comment here, enter name, and let's add variable name field finder equals to self driver dot find element by ID. Let's see what attributes are associated to this text field. Inspect element. Select this first option appearing at the left side and then select the name field. Here is the highlighted one. Attributes are class, name, value, and so on. I'm not seeing ID attribute here. So let's go with name attribute. First preference is to use ID. If you don't find ID, go with name or class locator. This element has class attribute, but seems like it's not unique. Let's check it. Copy this one and paste it here, and see, I'm getting 1 of 4, so it means it's not unique. Remember, I told you 2 prerequisites, that element should be unique and it should be correct. Let's check name attribute. Where is the name attribute? This one. And seems like it's unique. Copy it and paste it here to check it's unique or not. Yes, it's giving me 1 by 1, so it's a unique value. Copy this one and replace the value here with name and add here name field finder dot send keys and add any name value here. Let's add test, that's a dummy value. As I have already told you in previous tutorial, we use send keys to input values in fields. This is why I'm using send keys here. Next field is email address. Now adding for this one, copy it and paste it. Change the variable name, email field finder, here as well, email field finder, and let's see, name locator value in DOM. Select it and select the email field, and this one here is the name attribute, so select it and add it here. Next field is phone number, so copy it again and add it here. Okay, one thing here, we need to add the email address here, so test@gmail.com. I'm adding a dummy value, but you guys need to add correct email address here. And now change the variable name, phone field finder, and remove this one. Let's first see what's the length of this field, so that we don't get an error upon submitting it. So let's see what's the length. See, it's taking any value, so I can add any correct length here. Let's find the name attribute for the phone number field finder. Select it and then select it here and copy the name value, add it here and copy this one and paste it again. Then the next field is the profession field, so Let's remove it and find the name attribute against this field. This one. Okay. Add comments. Enter email. Enter phone number. And the last one is enter profession. Add, it's highlighted here, so add self here. Add it here as well. And see, it's working. And now the next part is to add submit button. So name it as submit button equals to self dot driver dot find element by. Let's see what attributes are associated to it. In DOM, select button, and here you can see there are attributes class, and I'm not seeing name and ID values here. I can only see the class attribute here. But as you can see, class has a very long value, and we should avoid such a long value. Let's find short value which is also unique. We can go up and down in the hierarchy to find the value. I'm going up, and here is the class. Let's see its value is unique or not. Copy it and paste it here. Class equals to this, and see, yeah, it's giving 1 by 1, so it means it's a unique value. I'm gonna use it. So find element by class name and add value here. Submit button dot click. As you know, button has a click event, so this is why I have added click action here. Let's run the code. No, in fact, we have missed something. So let's call this function here, self dot enter, and submit this one, and create object here. Submit form equals to submit Google form, and now call function here, submit form dot run test, and let's run the code now. And see, it's working fine. Data has been submitted successfully. We are all set. That's about it. Thanks for running this one, guys. Stay tuned for the next tutorial.